All right, class, this is our last session for the day. So today we are going to review what we've been talking about the 5 parts of a sentence. The reason that we're going to keep reviewing this until we know it by heart is that I'm seeing a lot of sentences that don't have end marks and that don't start with capital letters. All right, and in 2nd grade, we're getting a little bit too grown up to do that. All right, so we're going to keep reviewing this and practicing it until we have it mastered and we can write a perfect sentence correctly and beautifully every time. All right, so the first thing that our sentence needs, remember we get our group of words, and the first thing it needs is it has to be about something. What is the word for who or what the sentence is about? Very good. That is our subject. Our subject is who or what the sentence is about. So remember, our subject has to be a noun because it's a who or a what, and those are nouns. All right, next we need to have what happens. And what do we call that? Good, we call that the predicate. And what part of speech is our predicate? Good, it's a verb. Something that happens has to be a verb. All right, so we have our subject and our predicate. What is the next thing that we need to have for a complete sentence? Good, it has to make sense. It has to make sense. Makes sense, so important. And this is part of why we always read our sentences after we write them. Because even if I tell you the sentence, if you forget a word, it might not make sense, right? And if you're making up the sentence yourself, you have to make sure that you got every word that was in your brain onto the page. So it must make sense. That's part of why it's very important for us to always check. All right, the next thing is it begins with a what kind of letter? Good, a capital letter. Just like you always start your name with a capital letter, we always start a sentence with a capital letter. All right, and so we have 4 things so far. Subject, predicate, makes sense, starts with a capital letter. It has to finish with a what? Very good, with an end mark. An end mark tells the reader this sentence is over. Oh my goodness, keeps turning the light off on me. End mark. All right, so anytime you write a sentence, you're going to write it and then you always go back and read it. And you're making sure that it has all of these things. All right, so I'm going to give you your first sentence and then I'm going to run around the classroom to get the light to turn on again. All right, the first sentence is, the car is white. The car is white. Make a picture in your head. What's your sentence? Good, the car is white. Write it and then use your hand to check it. All right, so I think this time I'm not going to write the sentence up there because I want to see how well you are checking your sentence just using your hand. I don't want to just write it up and have you not check it and then just change it if I had something different. So you get to check it all by yourself. And I can't wait to see if you checked it and you have all 5 things. I will be so excited. All right, let's do one more sentence. So if you haven't finished yet, pause the video, finish, check it, and then you can hear our next sentence. The next sentence is, she is so late. She is so late. Make a picture in your head. What's your sentence? Very good. She is so late. All right, after you've written it, put your pencil down and use your hand to check for all 5 parts. All right, great work today, class, and I will see you next week.